And I get down on my knees and thank God for giving me the day. Promise it won't be a waste, no. Ain't y'all sick of being fake? God is giving me a way. Consequence of being grateful. Her bed, it was deep in my soul. Now it's hard to feel sad when I'm reaching my goals. And I'll let you finish, wait. I'ma make them hear me say I'm there at the VMA show. It's a blessing, I hated to wake up. I'm out of depression. Look at what faith does. Learning my lesson. Youth of the nation. Now I'm accepting the truth I'm ashamed of. Know my purpose, but no one is perfect. Bend to the bottom. Lower than dirt is. I've been in the water. Float to the surface. No matter the offer. My soul ain't for purchase. You know what the worst is? Sitting in churches. Paying a preacher, cause he can interpret. Looking for Jesus, you need to keep searching. It's a bit deeper than deacons and sermons. Even a serpent, Egypt and servants. Know when you seek, just lead with discernment. See that the earth is evil and burning. People are hurting, he is returning. And I get down on my knees and thank God for giving me the day. Promise it won't be a waste, no. Ain't y'all sick of being fake? God is giving me a way. Consequence of being grateful. Her bed, it was deep in my soul. Now it's hard to feel sad when I'm reaching my goals. And I'll let you finish, wait. I'ma make them hear me say I'm there at the VMA show. And I get down on my knees and thank God for giving me the day. Promise it won't be a waste, no. Ain't y'all sick of being fake? God is giving me a way. Consequence of being grateful. Her bed, it was deep in my soul. Now it's hard to feel sad when I'm reaching my goals. And I'll let you finish, wait. I'ma make them hear me say I'm there at the VMA show. It's a blessing, I hated to wake up. I'm out of depression. Look at what faith does. Learning my lesson. Youth of the nation. Now I'm accepting the truth I'm ashamed of. Know my purpose, but no one is perfect. Bend to the bottom. Lower than dirt is. I've been in the water. Float to the surface. No matter the offer. My soul ain't for purchase. You know what the worst is? Sitting in churches. Paying a preacher, cause he can interpret. Looking for Jesus, you need to keep searching. It's a bit deeper than deacons and sermons. Even a serpent, Egypt and servants. Know when you seek, just lead with discernment. See that the earth is evil and burning. People are hurting, he is returning. And I get down on my knees and thank God for giving me the day. Promise it won't be a waste, no. Ain't y'all sick of being fake? God is giving me a way. Consequence of being grateful. Her bed, it was deep in my soul. Now it's hard to feel sad when I'm reaching my goals. And I'll let you finish, wait. I'ma make them hear me say I'm there at the VMA show.
And welcome back, everybody, to my stream. It's Elemental MJ, and we are here for another daily drawing art stream. I guess drawing and art, would that be a redundancy? Partially, I guess. Anyways, welcome back, Elemental Nation. Fire Nation representing today with a tribute going out to them. We are working on different sections within a big piece that I'm going to be creating starting very soon. Maybe Sunday. Yeah, maybe I'll start. Nah, I probably won't start Sunday. I'll probably start Monday. But that's what I've been working up to. I've drawn all the musical instruments that are going to be in this big piece. The electric guitar, the electric bass guitar, the microphone, the drum set. We have done a hockey puck. What else? We've done a hill. We've done moss. What else? Now we're on to the element. More. Look, I guess started with the hill and the moss is kind of elemental. we're gonna move on to some more elements today, y'all. And I should have switched up my main screen here to join the theme, and I probably should have went and found a different overlay here to go with today, because I know I have ones that are more fire oriented, because that's what we're going to be working on today, y'all. We're going to be working on drawing flames, fire, objects on fire, all that good stuff, because we need to represent some fire, and I don't have a lot of experience doing so. And I don't know, it's like, obviously, if you've been around here, you know that I have fairly decent drawing skills, and I'm very hard, or not fairly decent, I have okay drawing skills, and I'm rather hard on myself. But flames and fires in general, I don't know, it's something about, like, I kind of want to depict realistic because it's kind of who I am, but I know how much more difficult that is and time consuming. So choosing a cartoon or animated or more simplistic version as like your trademark, I guess, is where I get confounded a lot, because I'm like, alright. So, in my good pencils, I only have red and orange. I'm fairly sure, if I remember correctly, we needed yellow as well. And I should pop out Rumble's chat for myself because it helps everything out. Definitely pause that for me. Okay, now I need a drag. I need a drag. Nah, I'm just playing. I need to drag that over here, not an actual drag. This could be a drag of some herb or medicine and not the tobacco, but when I think drag, I think of cigarettes. What about you guys? When somebody says I need a drag, I guess for those that know that drag means to take a drag of a cigarette, do you think of cigarette? What about you guys that don't know about that? What do you? Alright. That got pulled over a little too much. That's interesting. Okay. So welcome everybody. Oh shit. Not what I wanted to do. I just don't know why it won't connect to Kick. In the sense that I have to type individually over there, like Studio won't type over there. And I see I'm not connected to Twitch properly, so what the hell's going on over at Twitch? Let's check that out, y'all, real quick before we get started in here. The Flames conversation is, of course, interesting. We have Craftsy up here, which I will shout out in a moment. Not sure why Twitch is being a pain in the ass. Kick is being a pain in the ass, too. I don't know what status code 401 is. So I don't know what that means. But we're up on YouTube. What up, Putinbot? Thanks for the raid. Good stuff. Welcome in, bro. Welcome in. Definitely my favorite bot, because it sure as hell ain't Rumbot. Always got to yell at his bitch ass to start talking and sending messages, so then they can plug me in the algorithm so I can gain a few watchers on these lovely art streams. And you picked an interesting one to come by on. I don't know if my thumbnail's working or showing the proper one. I hope so. But we are working on a little tribute to the Fire Nation. We're going to learn how to draw some flames today. And at the moment, I was trying to figure out why the heck my Twitch and Kick connections are being a pain in the ass and it's not working over there. We're having, I don't know if it would be a boomer, but it's more of probably a little bit of Rumble, because I'm using direct RTMP, which is awesome for Rumble and pretty decent for like YouTube. But if they're alternate sites like Twitch and Kick, I've been running into problems with connection. but having the low latency is rather fantastic. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in. Rather fantastic, and just being able to go, not having to reset everything. I can just come in here daily for my art streams when I'm not doing some other show or stream on top of it, because I do game. I do a tech show on Tuesdays. I'm bringing back Theology Thursdays next week. Generally shoot the shit from time to time. Behind the but I haven't done any behind the scenes yet. Maybe one day. Maybe. I gotta get a different PC for all that stuff. I appreciate it. Yeah, well, at least for the thumbnail, it was a bunch of flame. Well, me sitting at like a stone desk, well, not me, but a portrayed young man with a bandana sitting at a stone desk, and there's flames all over the place. Alright. So anyways, I guess if they recover, they recover. If not, I guess I'll try this. And at that, that's all you get out of my ass. I need to see the chat, y'all. Hell yeah, I appreciate it, Putinbot. Get some rest, bro. Oh, fuck, before you go anywhere, my bad. I'm over here wrapped up in my own shit. Before you go too far, how was your stream, bro? What were you guys streaming about? Was it just gaming stream? Was it a dope gaming stream? Alright, so we're gonna draw two different flames. We have fires. We have like this one up here. Oh, this is how to draw in a cartoon style, which obviously like a cartoon style you should kind of learn as well, as I was saying. Okay, where? Right here good? Right here good. Okay. We do need a... Oh, hell yeah. Nice. Alright. Appreciate it. Alright, gotta work on them C's. So, it's kind of like a C with a little S. And then you would draw another one kind of over here. You'd want a little bit fatter, but not that fat. You want it to come in a little bit like that. Didn't make them too close, but I always make these too fat as well. There we go. Alright. That's interesting with that. Let's find a little music. I was trying to find... There was this album that Sophomore John was talking about that's like supposed to represent the elements. And he's got like one album that's earth, wind, or air, fire, water. And I was trying to figure out what it was, but I can't remember. I didn't have time to actually message him and get a response, so... Maybe tomorrow, because we're going to continue with elements into tomorrow. Woo! Yes, it does. Have a good night. Oh, nice. Baldur's Gate 3. Fuck yes. Get some rest, brother. I appreciate the raid. Very much appreciated. Get some music up in here. Figure out... I'm going to have to put my headphones in. That ain't going to work. That's gonna be ridiculously loud. And I don't want to blow my eardrums out. Yours either. Definitely not yours either, but that might be a little loud. Let's bring it down. That might be a little much. Ah, man, I need to get a different monitor, y'all. This one's too small. Alright, there we go. So we got this little flame dude being drawn, and there is so much light. Well, that light's not supposed to be on. Why? That isn't coming up very well, is it? Alright. There we go, a little alteration. Those embers. We got there we go. Starting to figure out a little different technique. Alright, so let's go into, we have this picture here. Obviously she just took out the color, the contrast all the way down. We just have the raw flame, which is interesting. And as you see here, did a little outlining and then a little smudge in. Smudged it in a little bit more. And then traced the outline basically with colored pencil. And then colored it in. It seems like what she used peach, or is that yellow? That looks like peach. It says yellow, but that's yellow. And these are some nice, realistic looking flames. I like it. I kind of want to go bust out my new colored pencils for this. But for now, we'll keep with the cheap ones. We'll move back up to this flame. Okay, how much can we see both those? Not really. Speaking of which, my bad, y'all. If you want to join along, here's the link. I don't know, it doesn't seem like Twitch is working. Kick doesn't seem to be working either. Maybe Kick is working. Is Kick working, Porsche? The actual video working? Because on my studio end, it tells me not. But Kickbot's activated. You said something in the chat, so I'd imagine that it's working. Alright. So, yeah, y'all can't see shit. Why is that so bright? I apologize, y'all. I don't know. I don't really have anything that's different. Usually, sometimes I have that on. Did I do the trick? No. I don't know, y'all. So I'm gonna try to fix it for you. Alright. There we go. Now we can see it. No, stop it. Much better. Okay. Much better. Alright, now we need to draw these flames. And so she didn't exactly, or he, I don't know what this is. I'm guessing it's a she, judging by the hands, right? Yeah, because we got painted nail right here, it looks like. Hands in general, thin. Yeah, painted nails. Those are definitely girl hands. So, she didn't copy this exactly. She used it as a reference. So should I just use it as a reference, or should I use hers as a reference? I think I should use it as a reference. And then just use her like shading and whatnot. Alright, so I guess the problem with flames is it's actually a lot more technical than you think, because There's areas where it's long loops or long lines, long C's, and other times where it's very tight, rigid, deep C's. And it's like, what? What? I just want to get into a flow. That's all I want to do is get into a flow, bro. The other thing is with flames is it's not something I feel like can be done that well with pencil. Like pencil and shading, but with like inking, lately I've been like drawing fundamental kind of and trying to draw accuracy. With accuracy, my bad. And I mean still kind of with this, but to do it with this, to ink it would be weird. Like I'd be really bent to try to ink this. Really, really troublesome. But in general, I like the way it's coming out. Kind of just taking it a little bit liberally and drawing what I can. I was gonna try to get somebody else to raid me. I may send a message here in a second and see if I can't get homeboy to raid me, but Boomer's gonna boomer, so probably not. We can hope though. Yeah, this flames, I like that. That came out pretty interesting. I'm gonna erase it up a little bit. Erase the extra lines, try to figure out what the heck I was doing. Alright, gotta fix just a little bit. There we go. Finish that erase job, well, at least over there. I still have a couple other sections that need just a little touch up. It looks like a dinosaur. At least what we think dinosaurs look like. Man, I really do wonder what dinosaurs be looking like. I mean, I don't know if anybody's ever seen like modern skeletons and what people would make them look like if they didn't know what they actually were. Is quite hilarious. Alright, so we got our rough drawing. We need to get into some shading now. Most part, I mean, not really referencing off the photo for the most part. It's kind of I'm really not that experienced with shading, especially not with like fire, cause like what's dark and what's, I guess, like where the light's at and stuff like that. But that's why without color I'm just very confused. So I guess where like the red would be at, I guess, is what we would want to do, I guess, would be the whole idea. Not really sure. Like, this is interesting learning experience, I suppose. Perhaps I could read a little bit. I don't think so. I guess that, like, I don't really know, y'all. I guess hers was kind of going up and down more than side to side, right? Like, she was pulling up, like, going with kind of like certain shapes. Interesting. Alright. Orange pencil. I guess I should actually sharpen it before we start this. Bam. Okay. Looking good. Alright, so who out there is in my Fire Nation? In the Fire Nation of you, what would be your favorite item in the Fire Nation? Because you know it's made out of fire, so what would be your favorite? If I was visiting the Fire Nation, what would I want to be on fire? Obviously, it's a fire that you can withstand. Well, if the caster approves. So you're good to go on touching. So what do we want that's on fire? Obviously, a sword would be fun. Fire swords are a classic. Fucking classic. But let's think a little bit more uniquely. Let's dive a little bit deep. What do we want on fire? How about a fire pooch? Pooch made out of fire. You got your trusty canine companion. He's a little fire entity thing. What do we think about that? I think that sounds pretty fun. I guess that, I don't know if you'd be able to control that though, so maybe that's only 4 Fire Nation members, yo. I guess member of the earth here, I should be able to withstand some flames, right? The fuck some flames gonna do to the earth, bro? Like, for real, for real. Nothing. Unless we trying to make magma together. Well, that's an option. But what would we want on fire? What would we want to fuck with in the Elemental Nation that's on fire? Before we get into too deep, let's go try to get us a raid, assuming the show's not over yet. It is not. Awesome. Sweet. Alright. Let's see if where should we probably go to X. Message him over there, I'd suppose is gonna be the best way to go about it and try. Message my boy Julio. Get Dave to raid me when he's done. Please. You just put this in the chat. Just type. Oops. Raid. URL. Then Dave confirms. Alright. We'll see if he sees it. I don't know. Julio doesn't always check X while he's on stream. But we'll see. Working on some flames though right now. We got the outline. Let's erase this whatnot. Okay. I kind of want to go get the other pencils though, just because these are already soft and mixing is going to be best. And if I have to use other pencils, they're just not going to mix the same. But I haven't opened the other ones yet either, and I don't have a link for them in the bio yet, so maybe tomorrow, because tomorrow's element is going to need preferably some coloring as well. There we go, peach, that's what I want, and I need a yellow. Yellow, hell yeah. My little pencil, y'all, getting so small, so tiny, so tiny. I don't even have the right screen up. There we go. No, that's not the right screen either. I'd have to press play. You guys can see it. Nice. It's so tiny. Here's a full-sized one. Doesn't even fit in the friggin' screen, really. Speaking of which, Amazon Basics. Cheap little set that was really nice and has plenty of different variety if you want to get a little sample of a whole bunch of stuff. And hit that link for the water bottle below and then type in pencil sets and go buy you one and hook your boy up with a little commission. Alright. It's not going to cost you anymore. It's going to cost you the same regardless if you bought it through the link or not. But you support me when you purchase stuff through that link. Alright. We need to come down. Alright, so we kind of got the outline, and then she drew some spots with the orange. Like, fill in. Man. This is a whole exercise, bro. Like, drawing, coloring. Mainly coloring. I could use a lot more experience there, in all honesty. Where do we all want to color? So we want to kind of accent things to an extent. And definitely, I think I want to go through here with the orange. And something like there. Something like that. Okay, I'm kind of getting like a little idea of what to do here. So a little bit broader. Make a little round shape, kind of like the shape it is. Trail it off a little bit. I want to follow the outline a little bit at first, and then just kind of mix out to get your shape a little bit. Just kind of drag it out a little bit after you get your main shape. Alright. All the C's, bro. All the C's, bro. Ooh, mixing it up. So you got like this C and then an overseed. Alright. Yeah, I seriously may go grab those other pencils. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Test out on maybe the small bit and see what happens. So I didn't want that like random line, but I did want a little bit of orange just tucked away everywhere. So yeah, over here we definitely wanna go a little heavy. Alright. I agree. Alright, and then that's gonna like swirl out. Have a little triangle here. Little triangle there, you know. Just relax and enjoy the shapes. And the pretty orange color. What up, TNE? Thank you for, I hope that's like confirmation that Kick's working over there. Hit that follow, maybe I'll think about it. How about that? Alright. It's interesting. I have like 3 different kind of ways, I guess, to an extent. And that was, well, this one was the peach one, and I don't know what you were doing here. So use, see, that's not yellow, bro. That's like peach. I swear. I swear that's peach. Yeah, I just don't see these blending well with my other ones. I guess we're gonna find out. It says yellow, so go yellow. We were supposed to have some kind of darker areas with our orange. Maybe. I don't fuck. I don't know, y'all. I feel like I need to be looking at more of a an example and try to follow that a little bit more instead of whatever the hell I'm doing here. It looks like lines back and forth, deep and heavy from the outside, kind of mixing in with the orange. Alright, that's kind of what we're doing. I don't know, bros. He doesn't explain it very well. Alright, well that tip is fucked. We gotta resharpen, y'all. I need like another camera. We can have the pencil sharpening camera. How about that, y'all? Is that something you'd want? Something enjoyable? Alright. I think it'd be a good feature. Well, that broke. I still fundamentally think that this is kind of garbage, and I don't even think using my good pencils would help. All right. All right. There we go. Kind of. Interesting, I guess. About as good as I expected it to go, which isn't fantastic. Alright, see that tip kind of looks pretty cool. Yeah, I really need to get better pencils and on, or use my better pencils, but also just fundamentally understand a little bit more would probably help. Alright. Then you still have more yellow. I have yellow throughout most of it, in all honesty. And you have like random... Maybe? I don't know, y'all. My brain cooking, trying to figure out design. What's supposed to happen here? Okay, yeah, drawn in yellow a little bit as well. Okay, okay. Basically getting like coloring and shading and not shading, but blending. Practice down. Probably would have been a little bit better on my better paper as well, but also kind of trying to save that for better projects. When do we? So red's like an accent, heavy accent. Man, hers looks so much better than mine. So much better. Like, am I supposed to be alternating a lot heavier? Like, I don't know. She doesn't provide very much instructions. Just kind of like watch and follow along, bro. I guess you want to kind of emulate what the shapes you're drawing and whatnot. That's what I'm kind of trying to do to an extent. Like, you want to have like a source where it's coming from and the direction that it's going in each little section. It's made up of a bunch of little sections, and that's where, I don't know, my brain kind of gets overwhelmed. Like, doesn't want to deal with that, but it's part of the process. Let's see. That's an interesting idea. Okay. It's fascinating. Do like a fan shape kind of, because I seen like she's like a fan shape, so it's like, what if I just do fan shapes all the way up, kind of? Oh, we trying. Okay. Doing fairly decently though. Yeah. So definitely could use some work. Get those outlines done really well. Well, I guess we got the ones up top that we need to hit as well. Alright, there we go. I don't know, that might have been a little bit much. Probably. So far it doesn't look too bad. Oh, it looks kind of dope in the camera settings though that's on there. That kind of works. I need to come down and we need to start adding the red. Now with the red pencil, add curvy details to the tips of the flames. You can see and find results below. So, need to actually bring the reds up in here. Not orange yet. I don't know. Alright. Alright, it's looking alright. Fire Nation represented. Your boy can somewhat draw flames and has a little bit better understanding of it. Drawing them around things and emphasizing them on things and creating like a flow is going to be a little bit more difficult though. But what we're here for, crazy challenge, going to take on Alright, got a little sloppy there. I apologize. Brain's like, finish! We need more dopamine, damn it. Alright. Alright, so kind of have like wisps and stuff like that. Um, we want, so I kind of want a little bit darker there, down, a little darker here. It's all kind of subjective unless I'm really going off of I'm not really going off of anything specifically right now, so I guess just C's and S's kind of in the shapes that there are as well. That would kind of work out better over here too. I definitely want to add a little tip of a flame there. Definitely hook that around there. Cut it out, deepen that. That's looking wicked on your guys' end, though. That's fucking awesome. I just draw the whole picture and then take it and take the final picture with those camera settings whenever I do the big project. That would be pretty fucking interesting. But yeah, I feel like that's coming out pretty interesting. Especially on your guys' end. I really like it on your end. My end, all honesty, not so much. Not so much. Do want some stuff down here. Where there it is. There we go. Yeah, I really need to get those other pencils, or at least have the same ones, like hard and soft would help. But I do feel like it looks pretty decent. Definitely looks pretty decent. There we go. Get some more orange in there. Fill in those spots. Alright, I like it, boys. I like it. Now we need to draw like something with a flame on it. So that I don't really have anything pulled up for that either. So we have logs here, but I don't really like that either. It's not really what I'm going for. I want like flames a part of something. Almost like a person, but I don't really want to draw a person right now, so I don't want to have to go like find Bakugo or what's the fire ice? Todoroki? Might have to though. Oops. Todoroki. Images. I want to see him doing some flame shit. Yeah. Okay. So this is a little bit better. We got flames kind of coming out of something here, out of his hand. This we have like flame coming out of his hand and through his fingers and bolting around him. Mixture of fire and ice. So this is a little closer. We got flames coming off. That's wicked. That's pretty cool too. Oh, that's dope. Now he's kind of like surrounded in fire, so that's fascinating. Yeah, I just basically want like an object on fire. Object on fire. Fire, fire. Fire, fire. Alright, oh, that's pretty dope. We got transparent images for editing. Not what I want right now, though. I want stuff on fire. Oh, that's kind of cool. Again, not really what I'm looking for either. Okay, we got money on fire. That's alright. It's a little closer to what we're looking for. Heart on fire, not quite. Okay, see, this is more of what we're looking for. Something like that. Something like this. Maybe something even like this. Ice cube on fire. Now that's actually kind of dope. And kind of facilitates the project that we're headed towards. So, man. Okay. That's dope, though. Like, I wouldn't even know how to draw that. Partially because, like, I could do it digitally, maybe, because I could use white lines. But to an extent, at the same time, I don't know how to color like that either. I guess that's probably just like the method where you do like one color and then the next color and then the next color and you just do one color, most part, fairly thick. Hand looks fucking dope. And again, it's hard because the outline is like, oh, I guess has looks white though. I think it is white. I guess you could do it with yellow. The ice cube though. We're gonna have to try that one tomorrow. Right now, I think we're gonna try the hand. I'm gonna give a go at the hand and see what the hell happens here. Try it the hell out. One moment. Of course it stopped playing music. Why would it not stop playing music? YouTube is such trash. It's gonna make me go buy fucking Spotify again. Alright. Why can't I hear it though? Can y'all hear it? Okay, now I'm hearing some stuff. Alright. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with the hand. Can we get that in like big? Getting big. No. Well, images in fire. Thank you, bro. Pinterest. Hell yeah. No, I don't want to sign in. Fuck this before you go and make it all stupid. Yeah, we want to draw the hand on fire. That's what we're gonna go for here. Just a quick one. I don't want nothing crazy. It's gonna be rather difficult because, like, we need to draw. Or actually, it'd be better if it was a softer pencils, but I can technically erase colored pencils too. So we'll just draw it in yellow. Oh, damn. How long have I fucking been muted? Damn. Probably one of the times I sharpened my pencil. I apologize, y'all. Let me know next time. Damn, did I miss a chat? No. I apologize, y'all. I did not mean to be muted. Shit. Over here fucking up and whatnot. But we got this flame hand. And basically, I need a white pencil. I need to be able to do digital. So I'm gonna have to learn how to at least color on digital. I can always upload my pictures to the computer and then color them from there. But definitely gonna have to learn how to use digital. Glad thing I had music on, I guess. But I apologize for being muted. Fucking slacking. But it looks like Dave's still going, so maybe I'll just jump into his stream, but I doubt it. He'll probably end soon, so maybe Cool Frog? Alright, so who do we want to raid, y'all? We got a few different choices. We can go raid Dave, we can raid, Cool Frog. I don't want that. I want that, damn it. But I feel like the flames came out pretty well. I really like them on your guys' screen. That flame looks badass, bro. Straight badass. Like, check that out for sure. Oh, I can't believe I muted myself for like 5-10 minutes. Feel like a jackass. Total noobing it up and shit. I don't want to raid into Rumble exclusive stream. That would be very fun. I am wondering though how close Dave is to being done. Might be able to grab the link from his ass. Let's find out. Let's see, where's Dave? How much longer you on, bro? Throw the link if it's not too late. Do a live raid to BTM if he answers back. If not, we'll go over to Cool Frog stream because I can probably live raid his ass. I need to go get his stream up and loaded though because I'm not logged into the correct Discord on my phone, and the one on my computer is not working at the moment because that whole downage totally fucked them up. Totally fucked them up, bro. We'll see if Dave throws the link or not in a few moments. If not, we'll just jump into Cool Frogs. But our flames came out pretty good. I learned quite a bit in creating flames. A couple different ideas to try, new ideas to try. It's nice to get out there and start kind of doing and drawing, getting a fundamental idea of what to kind of do and what I can improve on, where I can change some things. Fairly nice, fairly beneficial. And I have a feeling his ass is gonna be going to bed really soon. Let's see, unmute that bitch. Hear him?
Button on my radio. Or I was listening to Rush Limbaugh or something.
There we go.
You know what I mean? I was doing different things on the radio. I mean,
I
might
should
have
be
heard
in the park
California
jamming.
Love walking through fucking a mall or something, but it's not like it was
Yeah.
tuned on my radio ever.
Well, that one was not because it's a lot of cussing and I hate you and I want to kill you.
All right. They're discussing music over there, which sounds like a decent little
California
time.
Love was huge at the bar I worked at because I worked at a bar that was across the street from a really rich neighborhood.
Cool
They got
Frogs.
a lot of
Bunch of
milk.
white kids.
Oh,
They're
rich
chilling.
white
Got a
women
few different
come
people
and
over
just,
there.
Let loose. That was a big tune.
I lived in California for 10 years. When California Love comes on, everybody's.
I don't know. We're losing people though, because I can't figure out where I want to go. I want to live stream somebody
Like cat scratch
or
feet.
live raid.
I go crazy,
I
right?
wanted to live raid
Crazy Bitch was
Dave,
another
but I
song
think
all
Dave's
over
about to
the
log
news.
out.
You know,
Yeah.
was it Buck Cherry? I think was the band.
I think so.
Yeah.
We're gonna go with Mr. Cool Frog. Yeah, sure. I guess you can kind of allow, but it's just going to be virtual camera. Fool me, bruh. Fool me. Now we'll raid in from the art stream. How about that? Raid in from the art stream, y'all. Alright, so we want OBS virtual camera. Gotta type in our name. Oh, it's already there. We're already Gucci. Okay. Alright, so we got microphone, hypercast, speakers. Can we test them bitches? Because I want to test them bitches. Advanced settings, I guess nothing. Okay. So get the raid set. Control copy. Sorry, Twitch, not raiding anybody over there today. It's just Rumble. Join the Discord, everybody. Love you. Say what's good to Frog. And let's get it on.
Some pretty crazy
But it's
stuff
not a
going
choice.
on, but I've been trolling both sides. So
He's like, I'll just join you. What's up?
What's up?
Hell yeah, that's how it goes. Can you hear me?
How you doing, MJ?
Yeah, we got you.
I can't see shit for some reason, so it's just all black. But I can hear your lovely voices. Nah. Okay. Okay. Well,
I don't know why it does that
We see you
sometimes.
just fine.
We see your picture.
Okay.
I don't know why it does that sometimes.
Pop
Sometimes
out
I
and
think
pop
maybe
back
you
in.
might just have to back out and go back in.
I'm sure it'll be something, but I don't care that much. I know who I'm talking to.
It's one of those sex things.
Ooh.
This
Going out,
happens every
huh?
time you come in, go back out, come back in before it actually works right.
You got to get warmed up and lubed up, as you said. Yes, perfect.
Just so-
You gotta let the OBS warm up before you get into it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I like that about this Friday streams. I can just do a live raid. Just fuck it.